priority on their quarterback, Dak Prescott. He was ranked as the 18th best quarterback this season by Pro Football Focus. Dak finished in the middle of the pack, 4 TD passes and yards, and he was ranked behind quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins, Dalton, and Matthew Stafford on the list. So Shannon has already kind of made some faces over there.
Good.
Too high, too low, just right for Dak.
So, Jenny, just so for me, because earlier Skip was telling me Pro Football Focus is made up of Hall of Famers and people
I
that...
didn't say Hall of Famers. I said NFL Connection.
And what did they do, Skip?
Yeah.
They study tape all the time.
Yeah, unlike
Play
you.
by
Play to play.
So
they break down every play of 16 games.
So who am I to disagree with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me.
You've already disagreed with them twice. You said it was bogus. You said it was pro football foolishness.
You told me, say, are you saying Pro Football Focus said for pro football foolishness? I said, Skip, I wouldn't go that far. You like, nope, dude, you better not say that. So now you want me to go against everything.
I don't know. What do you think? You're the Hall of Fame.
I think that's just about right.
About right?
Yeah, just about right. I think, if you look at, stats, you love stats, Skip. 19th in yards per attempt, dinking and dacking. 21st in yards per game. 16th in touchdown passes.
Yeah.
What are they? They got him at 18th. 18th, 21st, 16th.
Yeah.
That's 18 to me. I don't know how you get around that, Skip Bayless. Because let's see. 21, 40. Yeah, that's 19.
So now you like pro football food.
Hold on, Skip Bayless. Hold on. 21st, 19.
Yeah.
That's 40, 16, 56. So 56, 3 into 56. Oh, that's about right, Skip. That's about right. 18. 18 about right. That's about right. I can't complain. Hold on. See, you see the thing is, if they broke down the game like you say they did, now you tell me that all they do is sit around and break down tape and watch game. So they got a lot of time.
They don't sit around. They sit up on the edge of the chair, man.
Well, they run it back. Let's look at the footwork.
Back and forth and back and forth.
Like you tell me, Skip, I ain't got that kind of time. But anyway, let me tell you what I did do. I looked at this game. He scored 0 points against the Colts.
Well.
In 16 games, a big sample size. That's what Skip told me. He said, Shannon, 16 games. You the Pro Football Hall of Famer. Is 16 games a lot of games? I said, Skip, that's a lot of games. That's a large sample size. That's what you tell me. In 10 of his 16 games, Dak Prescott threw 1 for 0 touchdowns. I don't know how you get outside the middle of the pack with that. He also holds on to the ball.
I agree.
Was the second most sacked quarterback in all of football.
To Deshaun Watson.
So... Skip, I mean, I'm gonna give him kudos because I thought at the halfway point, Skip, he was below average. At least they got him in that middle tier. He's somewhere average. So with that being said, 18 seems about
good. I'm glad you agreed because I also agree with Pro Football Focus. His season should rank 18th. We can say either best or worst. Maybe you say 18th worst this year. That's play to play for 16 games.
What?
Because the first 8 games were not good for Dak Prescott. Why did that happen? The first 8 games, he had nobody who could consistently separate at the wide receiver position. He had nobody you could even name at tight end, right? Because you didn't even know who these people were. And I kept saying, well, there is that guy from Baylor, the basketball player. Remember that guy?
Whatever happened to Rico?
I don't know what happened to Rico, but he couldn't play football, and he's out. He's on the team still, but he's out. He has had no impact. Blake Jarwin started to come alive here the last couple of games.
And what's the other guy?
Yeah. Jeff Schwain.
Yeah. He got injured.
Yeah, he got hurt, and he's still hurt. Broke his wrist. So he's had nobody to throw to. He had Tavon Austin. You said he's just a gadget guy. Just a gadget guy. And he had him for a little while, and then he got hurt against Jacksonville at Jerry World, and that was the end of him, and he has just come back now. So he didn't even have that. And going into the season, he lost his leader of the offensive line, his Pro Bowl center, Travis Frederick, right? Gone.
Yes.
And he's been gone for the whole year, and it does. I got to knock on wood for him because that's a rough one. And our Mark Schlereth has gone through this, and he said, boy, I think it's going to take a while, and it looks like it's going to take a long while. Okay, so you're down there. So your degree of difficulty has gone through the roof because you have nobody to consistently throw to, and you got new receivers in Deontay Thompson, who's no longer on the team, and Alan Hearns, who had a moment here and a moment there. But the kid, Michael Gallup, he was still just a rookie. Now he's coming along. So for the first 8 games, and again, they all counted, they dragged you way down. In fact, if you just rank the first 8 games, Pro Football Focus, he'd probably be way down the 25th, 27th, somewhere easily. Maybe 30th. But then all of a sudden, you start to rank the last 8 games, and you start to pull back up, because over the last 8 games, if we had Pro Football just break down Pro Football Focus, not foolishness, Focus, break down the last 8, he would be a top 5.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes,
Stop
performer. Well, I just told you, over the last 8 games, he had the 3rd most completions of anybody in pro football. He had the 4th highest passing yards of anybody in pro football, and he had the 3rd highest completion percentage. Of all the quarterbacks who played over the last 8 games of the season, Dak went 3rd, and 4th in those pivotal categories, right? And he had 12 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions. That's pretty great. I could make a case he might have been the best performer over the last 8 games. You could undo it, but you could certainly make a credible case that he was the best quarterback in pro football, and they won 7 out of 8 of those games.
Because if you wanted to be credible, you wouldn't attempt to make that case that Dak was the best quarterback.
Well, I don't know. Those are high marks in every category.
So if you don't mind me asking, what am I supposed to do with these 10 games in which you threw 1 touchdown or 0 touchdowns? What am I supposed to do with that?
Well, again, a lot of times maybe Zeke's getting it in from 2 yards or 3 yards. I don't know. But in the 10 wins this year for the Dallas Cowboys, all I know is he threw 17 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, and that is good.
Well, think about this, Skip.
All right?
In a league that's built on scoring, everybody wants you to be Madden.
Yeah.
How do you score 0 points? If you can answer me that, how do you score 0 points?
Well,
if you're that guy, you got a Coop, and you got Zeke Elliott. Zero.
So help me out, Mr. Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Just 3 weeks ago, the guy that you said should have replaced Tom Brady as the Pro Bowl quarterback, his name is Andrew Luck, went to Jacksonville against what's left of the Jaguars and scored 0 points. How do you do that, Andrew Luck? Because Andrew Luck's in a whole nother league from Dak Prescott, right?
Yeah.
How did that happen? You lost 6-0?
6 to nothing.
What, explain that to me, because I'm lost on that one. I don't know how it happened. How did you do that? I don't know. It happens? So does that mean you shouldn't have been on the Pro Bowl team? Maybe so. I don't know.
Well, see what I'm talking about, Skip.
Okay, well, I'm asking you to explain. You can't explain.
Let me see. If I were to do this, I'm think would Andrew Luck be 21st in yards passing per game? Would he be? I think he'd be second.
Well, you asked me how Dak scored 0 in a game, and that was the same quarterback who just the week before had scored 0 in a game.
No, that was 2 weeks before. But anyway, hold on. I don't think Andrew Luck has had 10 games which he scored 1 or 0 touchdown. Not when you got 39. Andrew Luck had a span in which he had more touchdowns in 8 games than Dak Prescott had for the entire season. What am I supposed to do with that, Skip?
Well, what am I supposed to do with 10 wins, 17 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, averaging 262 yards passing, and have a higher yards per attempt than Andrew Luck? If you don't mind, Andrew Luck has turned into a dink and dunker. You realize that?
How many games did the Colts win? 10.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not my fault that, guess what? That the Houston Texans were 12-4.
Okay. So 10 wins for Dak Prescott, 17-2 in interceptions, 6 losses, 5-6 interceptions, 5 touchdowns, 6. So again, QBR of 71 in the wins, QBR of 30 in the losses. So he's been a different guy in the 7 out of 8 streak, right?
But my guy, Andrew Luck, my guy now, has a higher QBR, has a higher passer rating, threw for more touchdowns, has more passing yards, and his record is just as good as your guy.
I like your guy, Andrew Luck.
No, don't like him. I don't want you to like him.
Well, all of a sudden, they drafted 2 stud rookies at guard and tackle.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You ain't have no problem when y'all drafted like that.
I'm saying.
Zach Martin. What run did Zach Martin go in?
And help me out. Who has, again, higher yards per attempt? Is it Dak or Luck? It's Dak.
My guy.
By far.
Hold on.
How do you explain that?
My guy missed the whole season.
So Andrew Luck
missed the whole season.
So you got a new guy named Frank Reich as your head coach, and he's teaching him to dink and dak. No. Right? Andrew Luck is just dinking and dacking.
His shoulder was messed up. Hold on. My guy missed the whole year. And came back and finished. Going to be comeback player.
I love how you jump on these bandwagons.
Don't worry about it.
I stay on my bandwagon. I don't get off. I just stay right there.
That's why I like
it. New year,
so when your bus break down, I want you to stay broke down side the road with it.
Some more bandwagons to jump on. Guys, we have a special guest.
Yes, we do.
Coming out right now, Nick Cannon. Live in studio with us.
I like that.
We'll talk to him.